Yes, that was awesome, y'all.
Thank you so much.
Of course. So that song was, I believe, Never Know from your EP, The Garage.
Yep.
Awesome. I love that one. That's probably one of my favorite songs from the EP, and I play it like all the time on my show. So that was awesome. We may or may not have gotten a comment in the WRFL Slack about how you all sound like the Strokes because the audio is amazing and you all sound fantastic. Yes, so why don't y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves once again for the YouTube stream and everything.
I'm Sam. I play rhythm guitar.
I'm Austin. I'm a lead guitar.
I'm Chris. I'm on drums.
And I'm Sean. I'm on bass.
He's filling in for tonight.
Awesome. Love that. Yeah, sorry about the YouTube madness and everything again, but yes, very glad to have it and very glad to have y'all here. So,
we appreciate it.
Of course. So, are y'all originally from Lexington or did you all just kind of come here and form the band together?
We're all born and raised here, I think, right?
Yeah, I was born in Owensboro.
Oh, right.
And then once I was 3, we moved here to Lexington. We've been here ever since.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So, how did y'all get together to on the Hellcats and everything?
It started a while, like way back. Probably
I was 14, so it was awesome.
Yeah, so about 4 or 5 years ago, in our high school, we just all happened to go to the same high school, and our friend Colin, who's helping to run sound for us today, we like kind of started forming a little band, and eventually he introduced me to Sam, which eventually just led to me meeting Austin, and things just kind of rolled on from there. We've been through about like 15 name changes, but it's been it's been pretty much the same band for the whole
we've
time,
also switched instruments like 4 times.
Yeah, I started with our first band. We were called The Mistakes. I did bass and lead vocals, and that was a whole mess, and Austin was a roadie at the time.
Yeah, I started out just watching them play, and then I picked up guitar because I thought it was cool.
Awesome. So, y'all obviously have a lot of different instrumental talents because, like you said, you all kind of switched around from all the instruments and everything. So, how did y'all learn how to make music like this? Like, was it like formal education? Like, were y'all in music in school, or just kind of picked it up?
Well, we listened to a lot of music. That's for sure.
Yeah.
My dad's a musician, so I was kind of going in that direction no matter what, I guess. And I picked up bass when I was 8 years old, and then started getting classically trained by middle school. Guitar, I was just self-taught though, and I think that's the same for Austin.
Yeah, I've been self-taught. For the beginning, our friend, like we mentioned, Colin, he showed me the basics, but the rest of it I just kind of learned myself.
Yeah, and as far as drums goes, I think this is my 13th year playing drums, maybe? I have no idea.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been playing for a while, but kind of how I started, because my parents didn't want a drummer in the house. So they made me play violin, and then that was terrible because I was awful at it. And then I had to go through like a year or 2 of piano lessons, and finally they were like, fine, you can buy a drum set. And then I just kind of snowballed from there. Yeah.
And as far as making music like this specifically, I think it's a lot of improvising and little bit of masked plagiarism.
For sure, yeah. I'm sorry, that's so funny. The story about finally you can have a drum kit, whatever. Like fine, we give up.
Yeah, it took a while, but we got there.
Yeah, you got there, and that's the important thing in the end. Yeah. So the Hellcats, the name. Where does it come from? Where's the inspiration? We gotta know.
So actually, it's funny. If you're familiar with the band The Arctic Monkeys,
Yeah.
I'm familiar with Arctic Monkeys, Chris.
but anyways, we were out behind my house before we had this practice space. We were just sitting by the fire listening to music, trying to come up with a new band name. And the song, it's called the Hellcats Spangled Sha-La-La-La. That came on my phone, and Sam and I were looking at it, and we were like, the Hellcats. We were like, that's kind of cool. And so it just kind of stuck. Austin hated it.
Yeah. Starting out, I was not a fan, but it definitely grew on me. Now I don't even question it. It's just kind of our name.
Yeah, but initially we were working under the name The Garage, and then that became the name of the E EP.
Well, awesome. How do you feel about doing another song? That going?
Down for it.
Yeah?
I gotta think about it.
Just think about it. What are we on this radio show for?
Wait, this is on the radio?
I hate to alarm you, but it's also on YouTube.
Oh,
All right, whenever y'all are ready, we're good to go.
All right. Sam, do you want to give this one a little introduction?
oh yeah. Sorry. This one is called King of the Isles. It's a new one, and probably our weirdest. I don't have that much more to say about it. I guess you just gotta listen to it.
awesome, y'all. It was King of the Isle by the Hellcats. We'll be right back with them, but first we're going to hear a message from our underwriters, so we will be right back. All right, sorry, I had to mute y'all for a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, so King of the Isle.
Yeah,
That-
we're having some technical problems right now with the guitar. We're trying to figure it out.
Oh my gosh, no worries at all, it happens.
At least we're hoping it's the guitar, because that's an easy one to fix.
Yeah. No worries at all.
I can
Yeah.
answer questions while I tend to it, though.
Yeah.
The guitar doctor, we got it. Yes. So that one, King of the Isle, that is not on your EP, The Garage. Do you have an upcoming project that might be featured on?
We do. It's I feel like it's gonna be a little bit, but
We don't want to make any promises.
yeah,
just
but it's
yet.
it's coming eventually.
Yes. Well, awesome. We have something to look forward to then.
Oh yeah.
And also, this next song is a new one as well.
Yay, very excited. Thank you all for sharing your new stuff with us. That's really exciting. Yeah. So that one was definitely a little bit different than some of the other songs that y'all have played.
Yeah,
But-
definitely a lot heavier than, the previous stuff we've played. But it's a fun direction to go in, because it definitely
Yeah.
gives both me and Austin a lot of room to kind of explore, just try out different things. Because Austin and I are huge metal fans.
For sure.
And so I bought a double bass drum pedal, and I
mean,
need to use it
might as
somehow.
well
So
use
yeah. Actually, I didn't buy it. I won it in a bet with my brother, but that's a whole different story. So.
So you mentioned you're a huge metal fan. What are some of the bands that y'all look to draw inspiration for your music?
At least my biggest one has been Avenged Sevenfold. That's just kind of where I started wanting to start drumming. Was their drummer, the Rev, because he's like my number one inspiration from the beginning. But Austin definitely got me into some heavier bands like Gojira and stuff like that.
Yeah. Starting out on our first EP, we took the reason why I laughed earlier, we took a lot of inspiration from the Strokes, so it was kind of funny that we got that comment.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think that's kind of where the but yeah, no, sorry. We started out just like we took a lot of inspiration from the Strokes, most specifically Julian Casablancas, but now we're starting to kind of combine all of our music tastes and experiment a lot more. King of the Isles was definitely our like biggest breakout, I guess you could say, out of that cage.
Yeah, it was definitely very clear because, like I think of your EP, I think of The Garage, and I think of something that is like, it's heavy, but it's not something with a whole lot of like metal influences. But that's really awesome that y'all can find so much inspiration from so many different places and make it into one like very unique thing.
Yeah, I mean, you look at our different playlists that each of us have, and just even the records I have down there. I have like from metal to the Strokes, and then all the way to like Italian opera.
Oh my-
It's all over the place. Yeah.
I do love some opera, have to say. Yeah, so what other kinds of things are on y'all's playlist right now, especially the, pandemic playlists?
It's definitely like, over 2020 specifically, it expanded like ridiculously. Just all over the place. I would have to pull it up to really give specific examples.
We've
but
definitely had a lot more time to listen and explore. That's most of where this came from.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
I know Sam did a really good job introducing me to things like Wilco, which was a band I had never listened to for some reason, and I got really into them. And a band called Guster was another one that I really dig. But there's definitely some. They're all classified under alternative, but it's all over the place.
I pretty much just showed him anything my dad showed me.
Of course, you have a dad as a musician, so it kind of works, right?
Yeah, works itself out.
Yeah.
Access to pretty good stuff.
Definitely.
I think Sam figured it out.
Yeah, I think I'm good now. It's weird, but should work.
Oh, awesome. Well,
Yeah, we just recently got the guitar he was using fixed, so there may be another issue that we have to
Quote
figure
unquote,
out.
I guess.
I
Yeah.
think it just gave up on us.
things happen, and you know what?
They
It's
didn't like our new style, so
said no. But yeah, things happen with the live performance. But that's another question. Did y'all have the opportunity to do like live performances before the pandemic and everything?
like
we didn't.
two?
We formed this band. Well, yeah, with other bands, yeah, but with the Hellcats, no. We kind of formed the band just a few months before COVID hit.
Officially, yeah. This
Yeah.
is technically our like debut.
Yeah,
like,
this is our
time
first
performing.
performance, technically.
Oh wow. Yay, lucky WRFL. And I did see on your Instagram bio the now WRFL approved.
Yeah, I thought it was cute. That was all me.
No, definitely. That's great. So where can people find y'all on social media and everything?
We mostly on Instagram. That's where we're most active, but we also have a Twitter. And for now, that's it. But
We
we've
definitely need to start posting more.
yeah,
but
but we've toyed with the idea of Twitch streaming, so that might be
Really?
And also experimenting a little on YouTube.
yeah,
with,
YouTube
like,
videos as
vlogs
well.
and such like that.
Excellent. So you think your guitar is going to be ready to do another song now?
We're about to find out, I guess.
All right. What you going to play for us?
This is a song called 30 Love. That we wrote very recently, actually. Kind of pulling the energy back a little bit more again under the indie rock umbrella, but it's a fun one. So
oh,
All
yeah.
right.
So let me count you in. Okay.
savings in the wishing well. I gotta break out of this prison cell. It's just New England, but it looks like hell. She thinks that she's a book and I'm a page. We show our love in very different ways. I never asked about your daughter's age. Ooh, same as me, baby, baby, baby. nothing good could ever come of it. Then tell me why you haven't gone away. It's such a danger that you I never asked you for a good day. When you say that I meant you much day. I never asked for you, but that's your hate. It's really hard for me to I never thought of how you felt your wife. Roaming your living room, dressed to the night. Baby, baby, baby.
That was awesome, y'all. So that was the Hellcats for those of y'all who are just now tuning in to WRFL Live here on WRFL Lexington, 88.1 FM, your only alternative left. Is 9:30, and we just heard the track 30 Left by the Hellcats. Once again, here on WRFL Live. Yes, thank y'all so much for debuting that song for us. That was great. Definitely got like some Southern rock vibes.
Thank you.
Of course.
My hands hurt.
Holding your freshly surgeried guitar. So that was great. And that was, y'all said it was a new song. Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, fresh out of the oven. Yeah.
Love that.
Next song is just one guitar, so we don't have to worry about that again.
Easy.
And
No, it's all
you
good.
should hopefully know this one, but this next song's Saint Augustine.
Say that
Yes.
they know who we are.
They don't, but
This is my baby.
This is Austin's baby.
Although it's another one of your songs that I find myself playing quite frequently on my shows, so I'm very excited. So when y'all are writing your songs, is that a collaborative process, or does one person like take charge of one thing, or how does the songwriting process work?
definitely a lot of times, I mean, it starts, like, the way it starts always varies. Sometimes Sam will come to us with like a riff and some lyrics he wrote, and then we just kind of start with that and just kind of work off of it. Or sometimes, more rarely, I'll come up with something cool on the drums, and they'll be like, "Yeah, that's cool, man," and we'll go with it. That's rare. But most of the time, it's either it's one of them just bringing something cool to practice, or we mess around for a while and figure something out.
Yeah, whether it be like an idea, concept, or structure.
Yeah.
Lyrically, that's all Sam, though. He can take credit for all that.
We guess, yeah.
I'll throw you a bone.
Thanks. There's a lot of improvising that happens too. We keep it as collaborative as we can whenever possible. I think I would say most of the songs are kind of even efforts from everybody, but it's also it can go like not all at once. Like people will take it home and then come back with something new instead of it all happening at practice.
We try not to force it.
Yeah, there's a lot of just crossing your fingers and hoping it turns into something.
Yeah. We hit roadblocks often where we'll think we have to do like one part a certain way, like with the song "King of the Isles" that we played a little bit ago. For a while, I was doing this like marching snare drum thing in the beginning, and we thought it was cool and it kind of fit with the main riff, but I was like, I don't like it, and so I changed it pretty much yesterday.
Yeah, we were changing things about that song up to like right before we came on.
Yeah,
actually.
pretty much.
We debated over the last chord of the song for like 10 minutes straight.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just one chord.
Yeah. It's always the stupid like small things that get us caught up for weeks, and then we're like, oh, why didn't we just do it this way? And then everything's fine after that. But everything else it comes somewhat easy.
Luckily,
I wouldn't say easy. Naturally, maybe.
Well, maybe to me.
Luckily, we got it figured out before the performance, obviously.
All for my guitar to give out.
Yeah. Well, that's really neat. It's just so funny that y'all are just writing the songs like up until the last minute. But like, I think that's really cool. That definitely speaks to like your talent and your adaptability. And has adaptability needed to be a really big thing for y'all in terms of the band and everything?
I view it more as procrastination.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna say. I think I would use the term indecisive, but
that's how I do my schoolwork. So
I think any band is not off to a great start if they can't adapt. I think that's kind of rule number one. And given that this is what our like fourth band with the same few people, obviously we've had to do plenty of adapting just to get this far.
just a little bit.
Yeah. Definitely not a first try kind of thing, but
especially since we started out in high school, we're practically just like aging together. So we
Yeah.
just had to figure stuff out multiple times.
pretty much.
So I know that we kind of talked about this already about how y'all formed. When did y'all like just get together and say we're gonna start this band? I know you kind of mentioned high school, but
I always tell Chris I like to say it started with one Dr. Gary Fisher, who was our arts and humanities teacher in high school.
We were forced into this life.
Pretty much, yeah. Because he's the one that basically assigned Colin, who's running Town for us tonight, and introduced me to Chris to organize a little musical performance for the school. And Colin just kind of came to me and was like, "You play bass, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He said, "All right, come with me. You're gonna do this thing with us." And then we practiced either that day or the day after, and that was our only practice before that performance. And we did it, and it was awful, but yeah, but we were like, we like playing together, so why not keep doing it? And that was the start of 3 years in Chris's garage, hence the name of our EP.
So y'all are like literally a garage band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, I think it doesn't get more garage band than this, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Garage Mark II, actually. Now we're in Chris's grandma's garage, but we've kind of created a practice space out of it.
Yeah,
She's been nice enough to let us use it.
We spent 3 years just building this garage right here.
Really? Wow.
Building it, I gotta give credit to good old Papaw, but yeah, it was bare bones, no insulation, nothing, and so I put insulation up and walls and all sorts of stuff, just made it a little more homey.
Christmas lights.
Yeah, some Christmas lights and whatnot, but
Blood, sweat, and tears.
oh yeah.
Oh, well, it looks fantastic. Definitely worth it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wait, so how many like different production or just music spaces have y'all been in through the course of your band life?
2.5.
2.5.
What's the half?
The half is meaning like, because like when we were practicing at my house, we were in the garage and then we moved to the basement.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Because there were kittens in my basement for a time, so we couldn't really practice next to them. But
Respect for the
Count
kittens.
The library at Steam for that one day.
okay, yeah, sure. So 3.5. How about that? But yeah, basically the end goal was always getting to this garage in terms of our practice space, but it was filled with all sorts of atrocities that we had to clean out and get rid of, and it took about 3 years of, going back and forth between my house and here just to get it to the point where we could do this. So
That's kind of how the EP came into play. 'Cause we're like, well, we reached this goal. Now what?
yeah,
So I mean, we use this place to record the EP.
That's really impressive and that's awesome. So since y'all have been around for, so much of your young adult or adult lives, what would you say that the biggest growth has been for the band?
I would hope it's been growing as people.
Yeah.
Um, I think this goes for a lot of people, but I would not want to hang out with my high school self. So,
That's a mood.
yeah. So, that's what is most important to me. I don't know if it's what has been the most extreme, but I think definitely all of us listen to a much wider variety of music for one thing, and also have fought our way into at least a somewhat of an understanding of how to write a song.
yeah, definitely. I think you like basically listened to the Beatles and then Radiohead, and that was
Well,
about
that
it.
was that was earlier, like up until about 6th grade. Yeah, all I listened to was the Beatles, and then in 6th grade I discovered Radiohead and U2. Those were the starting off points of me branching out, which is kind of hilarious.
I
when you
like to think
about
I
it.
played a part in some of your
Definitely when
more
it comes
recent.
to listening to harder stuff.
Yeah.
That was all you. But everything else I kind of have to credit to my dad and the internet. As far as branching out goes.
Because I started out like freshman year when I first met these guys. The only music I listened to was SoundCloud rap, and I refused to listen to anything else. And oh shit. Sorry, she's But yeah, no, I just started listening to that, and then once I heard them play, I was like, oh yeah, there's other genres of music. Yeah.
There's good music in the world. Wow.
It's good and bad.
She just
No, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm one to speak. I mean, all I listened to when I was probably that age was just like Fall Out Boy because I was an emo kid. So, I'm not one to talk.
I'm still very into My Chemical Romance. So.
Okay, but why was I listening to the playlist for the My Chemical Romance reunion concert yesterday?
Reunion cut short too.
I know.
It's the most disappointing thing of all time, dude. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
So now I gotta ask, favorite My Chemical Romance song?
Oh God.
Boy. That changes every day because I also go back and forth between Three Cheers being my favorite album and Black Parade being my favorite album, but
I'm more of a Danger Days guy.
he is more of a Danger Days.
Yes, Danger Days.
For me, I gotta say, oh gosh, you know what? I've been listening to Our Lady of Sorrows a lot, which isn't from either of the albums I just mentioned, but I really like that one.
It's a good one, and the good news is that there's no incorrect answer about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say for me, it's like between like Scarecrow and Summertime for some reason. I don't know why, but like they're like not popular at all, but I just really like them.
I thought you were gonna say Destroya.
Destroya. Yes. What about Vampire Money? How do we feel about Vampire Money?
I love Vampire Money
Yes.
because it sounds also like Pump It Up by Elvis Costello, which is a really good one.
Ooh, I never thought about that.
I
Intriguing.
listened to them at the same time, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the same exact thing.
We were gonna do a cover of Vampire Money a while ago.
We were. I'm still down to do it.
Forgot about that.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know how to get in touch with me when that drops.
Oh my god.
And even if nobody else at WRFL wants it, I will want it.
At least we got you.
We have our
No.
first fan.
You got me.
Got
Okay. But also, come on, Camille. They were the one who sent me y'all's EP in the first place. You always have a fan in Camille.
Yeah, she's
So-
the one who, I actually interned at WRFL for a while.
Really?
That was about 2 or 3 years ago. Like pretty much when you guys just got that space at the student center.
Hmm.
And I've spent a lot of time with Camille there.
Yeah, they're definitely very cool, and yes, we love having this space in the student center and not being in Whitehall.
Yeah.
I just got a text from my dad when we were talking about our biggest growths since we started, and he said my hair was the biggest growth. So
She went from 5'2" to 5'3".
yeah, pretty much, yeah. Thanks, man.
I think we just cracked the case on why my guitar cut out the loose cable.
Oh.
That'll do it.
Yep. No clue how that happened, but
I sabotaged you actually.
so spiteful.
Yes.
And that's just the joys of live performance. It's great. So, gonna do one more word from an underwriter, and then we're gonna do another song.
Sounds good.
Sounds good? St. Augustine. Great. Well, we'll be back with St. Augustine with the Hellcats very shortly here on WRFL Live on your only alternative left. So stay tuned for more.
That's why I put mine on the.
Yeah, no, yeah, I
All right, whenever y'all ready to go, let's hear some St. Augustine.
that's you, Austin. I don't forget it. You're awful.
you were so secretive. Your heavy head makes walking hard. And on the scene of the latest bloody wreckage, you wanna know who your real friends are. Baby, baby, don't ignore me. I can hardly help it. Baby, baby, why do you do this to me? 'Cause I've been dreaming of summertime, but it's not quite what I am. Baby, baby, please just let me be. Trying to make your way to the subway station, the way the trouble seems to follow your trail. And down the stairs, the crowds of lovely people are kind of shocked, like you're touching the grail.
That was amazing. That was so great. That was,
So much.
of course, that was like a very impassioned performance too.
I
So
just got really excited because my voice didn't give out.
Yeah, it's given out every time we've practiced it, pretty much. So
see.
Yeah, he gave us a scare yesterday.
Yeah, my voice got fully pretty much destroyed just yesterday, but I did a lot of care for it this morning, and luckily it seems to have made it all the way through.
Good. Vocal care is important. I'm glad you didn't destroy yourself while singing that. Yeah, that was fantastic. So, you know, we mentioned who said that like St. Augustine was like their baby?
That was
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah.
He
Austin.
came up with the riff that started it all.
Yes. So, do each of y'all tend to have like a baby from the album? It's like one of the songs that you're just so passionate about.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I think we're all kind of in agreement that the one we go back to the most is probably Joanne.
Yeah.
I ended up playing today, but my dad actually plays keys on that one, and he just did such a sick job that we like to go back and listen to that. If you could shred on a keyboard, which I guess you can, he's definitely the guy for it.
Really quick though, I just want to give a big thank you to our friend Sean filling in for us.
Yes.
He's got to dip out.
So
Big thank you.
thank you so much for joining us, Sean. You did an absolutely fantastic job.
Yeah, and thank you WRFL for having us play for sure.
Of course. Peace and love. Have a great rest of your night.
Bye, Sean.
Great.
Another big shout out. They're not on screen necessarily, but Colin and Josh.
Josh just stepped out. But
They have been
he could be on
cuddling on the floor this whole time. It's been very distracting.
yeah. Colin, do you want to step over here for a second? Oh yeah, he's
If
tall.
you thought any of us were tall,
Mistaken.
Hi, my name's Colin. I was the guy who was like, "Hey Sam, you play bass? Come on, you're coming with me." So
Yeah. And also the guy that told me my guitar wasn't working, which I was not aware of.
and
until-
I was the whole time I was like, "Sam, something's wrong."
I was in the music, man.
Just so into it. It happens. Well, thank you all so much for everybody behind the scenes and everything, because the sound and the music has been amazing, and it's just been a very wonderful time. And we have about 5 minutes left. I know. So before we wrap things up, where can people find your music?
Should be on all platforms. I guess Spotify or Apple Music are the most widely used ones. We're on both of those.
If you do want to support us though, you can go through Bandcamp, right?
Yes,
Yep.
we're also on Bandcamp. And we look forward to playing live. That's our biggest hope, I guess.
Another thing too, if you are feeling bored, our music can be used on Instagram and TikTok.
Oh
Just-
yeah, true.
Just to throw it out there.
Make some dances with our songs.
This is how y'all are gonna get famous. It's gonna be through TikTok.
God,
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, WRFL does have a TikTok, so it is brand new, so
be sure to follow it.
I think I already do. I think I followed it like a week ago,
I
actually.
didn't even know about that. That's cool.
I'm
Look
ahead
at
of the
you.
game.
yeah, ahead of the game. Look at you go.
He likes to cyberstalk WRFL.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's how I figured it out.
It's a little unhealthy.
Well, you're WRFL approved now, so it's okay.
Ah.
I'm putting that on a t-shirt.
You gotta get their permission.
Okay, promo team, we're gonna get on it.
All right. I would buy it, even though it's
Yeah.
for other people. I'll buy it.
No, that's your badge of honor. No, we need to have those shirts. It's like, I played on WRFL Live and all I got was this awesome t-shirt.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There we go. The promo idea. Oh,
I think we only have like a minute or so left.
we got 3.5 minutes.
3.5 minutes.
3.5 minutes.
Well,
Come on in, Josh.
he was outside. I think he was taking a potty break, but this is this is Joshua here.
Am I introducing myself?
He's our other sound guy.
Hi.
We would have been lost without him.
Yeah, Colin and I just came in to help out. These guys are awesome, and we've been a part of their music journey the entire way. And I can say, from a writing and production standpoint, I mean, they make awesome music. And I'm being honest, man. Like, it was so cool. Like, 'cause I mean, I'm one of the people that has the luxury of just like being around and hanging around, and all of us sitting together and writing and doing stuff. But just being able to like see them here tonight and do all this stuff's just awesome. And Yeah, but I was very thankful I was to be a part of everything tonight, and these guys did an awesome job. So
I was not expecting that. Wow, Josh.
And thank you, Josh, for your awesome work on the audio.
Oh yeah. Honestly, like he came in and started just talking some. It was not
Yeah.
English, you know.
Yeah.
And we were just like, you, go ahead, man.
Over our
Compressors, limiters.
Use the adaptive limiter on the
Yeah.
gizmo and
all gibberish.
He's way too humble to admit it, but he definitely saved our butts here.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, this has been a really awesome show, and I am so glad that y'all were able to come on WRFL Live. I had a lot of fun. Y'all sounded amazing. And if you could leave all the WRF aliens listening with one thing, what would you leave?
This is on the spot. I don't know.
Yeah. Make music yourself. Definitely listen to us because we're awesome. But you should make music yourself because I think Lexington needs more rock bands, even though we have some awesome ones already.
I got nothing. I was not expecting this. I'm just back up Sam.
Colin and Josh are making me laugh right now, so I got nothing.
Well, we're certainly thankful that we have you all as one of Lexington's rock bands because you all have been doing a fantastic job, and I'm very excited to see where the road is leading y'all. I know I can talk. It's just almost 10 o'clock and we have 1 minute left. So once again, to everyone, all the WRF aliens who are listening, thank you all so much for tuning in to WRFL Live with the Hellcats. As they said, be sure to check them out. And yes, we are going to have the Pockabilly Hour coming up next. And yes, be sure to stay tuned for all that and more here on WRFL Lexington, your only alternative left. Be safe, be healthy, and keep it dialed to the left.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you all so much for coming. It has been a blast. And yes, we're going to start